What's going on, you guys? Coach Velasquez with Identity Fit Coaching. It is Tuesday, but before we get going, I just want to say FIT, by the way, for those of you who may not know, is an acronym for Finding Infallible Truth. And I will break that down more on a different video, but for now, it's Tuesday. That means it's 2-Minute Tuesday. And it goes so fast all the time. It's like, wow, it's Tuesday again. But I wanted to talk about a quote that I heard earlier, and it's by a gentleman by the name of Lucius Seneca. Look him up if you want. He's a Stoic. If you're like, wow, Sam, I'm not into Stoic or Stoicism or whatever. That's not the point. The point is, he said, we often suffer more in imagination than we do reality. Again, I'll say it one more time. He said, we often suffer more in imagination than we do reality. And I think how we break that down and how that may apply to each of our lives individually can look very different. And so I'm not saying that this is the exact breakdown in which how we can apply this quote to our lives or how it may apply to our lives. But I think that in a general sense, there's some definite truth to that, principally speaking, because as humans, we tend to butt up against so many different possibilities that we run through our mind of an outcome, whether good or bad, and yet we then mentally, in our own imagination, suffer not even reality because we're putting so much stress on the possibility of something without having even attempted or even tried to put our best foot forward in the reality of it. And so I'm bringing this up because I think that if you're like me as a husband, as a dad, someone who's in business, someone who's it's easy to imagine how something needs to look. It's easy to imagine how something could go. It's easy to imagine all the possible negative outcomes. It's also possible to imagine all the positive outcomes. But the point is, I'm still imagining. And so we suffer in a sense. And when I think of suffering, we are putting ourselves through a perpetual repeat thing in our brain, in our minds, and we're imagining all the possibility, and yet we never even make the attempt. And so today I want us to be encouraged to not look at imagination as bad, but to possibly ask yourself, am I imagining, in this case, am I imagining too many possible scenarios that are not good? And it's causing me to suffer something that's not even happening because I haven't even attempted the reality of it. So, you guys, that is 2-Minute Tuesday. I appreciate you. I hope that helps and encourages you in some fashion or form. Coach Velasquez, Identity Fit Coaching, out.